what up, guys? Make sure you guys like, subscribe, get us to 5,000. These chicks, man, like the shit they make me do, bro, it's fucked. So let's get it done.
So he's being pretty vague with this, like, you know what I mean? I mean, there's some parameters in which you can actually dabble with this, but in, like, for example, in certain cultures, you are allowed to have multiple different partners.
Yeah.
The man. Only the man.
Yeah.
Because in factuality, yes, it's true. A woman's loyalty is proven by how exclusive she could be to her male partner, right? A woman in no time in history, since the Roman days, was she allowed it to be, fallacious with different men. It just looks really bad on you because somebody's entering you, right? Like that womb is always supposed to be for your husband, for the prince, for the heir. That's just how it started from the beginning of time.
Yeah.
In the modern day world, things have changed. Yes, it's a little bit different, but what he's trying to say, and I mean, I don't totally agree with it, but what I think a woman should, like, you know, she definitely should have her parameters and her actual ideals of her own, and based on the partner and the agreement that she gets in with her man, those two decide, right? So for example, in my relationships, I've been in many relationships where I'm living with two women. I'm literally in a relationship with two women at the exact same time, and it's lasted for 7-8 years, right? I make that work because I'm a high valued man. I bring a lot to the table. I literally transform their life 360. So me dealing with other girls and having other women around, it's known. There's no cheating. There's no sidebar, sneaky link, whatever. It's completely transparent. So they know unequivocally that, hey, you know, Ace is my man. Well, he's our man, but he's gonna stray. He's gonna roam like a cellular phone, but he'll still come home. You know what I mean? So that's the difference. And it's in the modern day world, there's a lot of cases of that, because you have to always remember what's your balance, right? Do you want to struggle and be with a whack ass man that's not gonna do anything for you? That's not gonna actually teach you, school you, actually transform your life 360, or have a guy that's gonna cheat on you anyways behind your back? Factual, right? And then you find out about it the wrong way and end up being a single mom, or the cases are just speaks for themselves, right? So I think it's all based on parameters, and there's a lot of case studies that show, like, you have to actually see what works best for you. Everybody's different, and you have to actually allow. The woman should have the choice to actually accept, hey, you know what, is this a good situation for me? Am I okay with this? Et cetera, right? That's what I think.
No,
that's really the point of, like, a man, like, women value a man who can just be honest with, just like you said, transparent, because now it's almost like a unwritten rule.
I actually disagree. I don't think women actually truly like honesty. I think women can't really handle honesty as well.
No,
I think it's 100% the truth. Think about like this.
If you tell a person your boundaries first beforehand, right, and they're still hiding things from you, even though you're an understanding person, right?
No,
and
but
they still go behind your back and you lie, right?
But there's
and it's
a reason.
I would have been okay with this if you came and just told me.
But there's a reason why men don't tell their girlfriends or their wives that they cheated, because they won't understand it, right? So this is why a lot of men lie, because here's the thing. A guy can tell you, listen, all I did was fuck her. I don't care about her. Right? And she'll be like, no, you care about her. You do this. You love her. But that's not true. It's the same thing that goes on with just society in general, right? Like, if you look at it from time and time again, the whole body positivity thing with females, right? It's like, fat is beautiful, but that's what we tell females. But where's a Short King magazine for guys? If you're a short guy, too bad.
Yeah.
But why are you saying that?
I'm saying that society in general will lie to females, will sugarcoat it, because females can't handle the truth, because the truth hurts too much. Men in general always are very direct with each other. Like, if you ever see like a group of guys chilling with each other, they're pretty ruthless against each other. Like, we'll say it like it is, but a lot of females will lie. Like, I know a lot of girls. I've been with a lot of girls where, like, they'll like comment on the girl's poster, the girl's pic on Instagram. I'll be like, you're so beautiful, and then afterwards she's like, she's fucking ugly.
Yeah, I know, I've seen that too.
Yeah, so it's like, but like, guys don't do that shit. Like, we don't comment on that shit. Like, we don't like you. We don't fuck with you. So. But
what I'm saying is that beforehand, let's say beforehand, for example, he gave he practically like show everything on the table.
But those are different special type of girls.
You give the women
not special type of girls.
No, but like
those women, the girls,
like,
they're not special type of girls.
But those type of women, they move differently though. They understand things differently.
No, because you have to move different to know how they're gonna respond to it, because you cannot just generalize that all women's gonna react the same
Majority
way.
of girls won't accept.
So if you say, hey,
what's it
I'm
called,
into
poly?
like multiple
Polyamorous.
girls,
Yeah.
you give
Polyamorous.
actually another person to have a decision.
And you know what's actually funny to like actually touch on that. In all my years, like I've been living like this since I was 20, right? In all my years, I'm 41 now, just so you guys know. In all my years, it still doesn't matter. Women are so wired emotionally, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Even with all my transparency, facts.
Yeah.
Even with all my transparency and everything put on the table, I literally let them know this is how I am. I'm always gonna need multiple women because I have a highly unusual sexual appetite. And I let him know, like literally right off the bat. I let him be known, right?
Yeah.
Again, full transparency, right? So even with that being said, there's just so many emotions that get involved. There's just so much animosity, like especially with the girls that live with me and stuff, as opposed to the girls in my condo and stuff like that. They actually like they get so jealous because I can only spread myself so so thin, right? And it gets to the point where even though I'm so open and transparent, there's just so much animosity and so much hate towards each other, and it becomes like a vicious competition. It's crazy.
Yeah, women
it's
are-
crazy.
No,
And I know one of my Muslim boys, like he has 3 wives. He has 3 wives, and this is like in like the most strict religious paradigm you could find, right? And even with him, he's the only one that can understand me. Like when I can go talk to my square boys and talk
Is
to
it
them.
here?
and
Like the 3 girls are here, or they're like back home?
one of them's here and 2 of them is back home.
That's the way you should
right?
do it. That's
But
the way
like even still, like the guy's sending money all the time. Like he takes really good care.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like and so you should. If you have that many women, you must be able to take care of their every need, right?
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. Like for the one girl, I paid for all her school. Like her lawyer school, her schooling was like fucking $42,000 done, paid for. Like you know what I mean. I facilitated that. Like you have to be able to make sure that you could maintain these women because that's your job as a real man, right? And that's the problem. I feel like that's the
issue today. Yeah.
that's the problem. That's the problem that's with guys today, right? They think like, yo, okay, I'm bag this bitch and that's when I'm being a girl.
Yep.
I'm gonna cheat on her here, do this, do that. And it's like, no, like you should actually let the girl know, all right, this is how I move. So, if you want to fuck with me, expect this. Like, you know what I mean?
Like,
that's what
sorry to interrupt you, but I grew up in Middle East. Like I was in Saudi Arabia, and over there, like of course it's Muslim country, and that is normal. Like people have like 3 to 4 wives, and like they'll have different houses, or I guess maybe in the same like. I don't know, like they call it like same like little villa, like they're 3 different places. And then as soon as like the youngest will come, they will get jealous. So the jealousy is always
always there.
Even though the guy's taking care of all of them equal. If he's buying one girlfriend, like let's say a gold bracelet, the other 2 are getting it too.
So
Exactly.
let me ask you a question. So if let's say when you
Emotions.
first got married, your husband had another wife, would you be okay with that?
No.
Oh.
Because it's not suited for it. Because it's not for every.
everybody's different.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what
It's
I'm
not for
trying to
every woman to like. A lot of
What if she was
women.
Yes and no, though. Yes and no.
See,
Okay,
okay.
so oh my God, why are you looking at her now? Let's say if you're going out and there's a hot waitress and he's commenting. I'm like, oh, actually, you know what? She's really beautiful. Like I'm not
you're more
that
confident, more
exactly.
comfortable
If he
with it,
wanted
yeah.
another wife
Okay.
now, how would that make you feel? But back home,
No,
let's
I
say.
didn't think about it.
Let's say back home.
Don't plant seed like in her mind.
He's watching. He's watching.
Like let's say like he stashed her like back home.
What do you mean?
Like let's say
So
like
I'm living here.
You're
you're living here and she's living there, and then he'll go like maybe like once or twice a year to see her.
No, I don't know if I like that.
Why?
Like I'm
that
not
wasn't a
jealous,
part
but
of
this
the
is- yeah.
agreement.
Exactly.